about Dallas, make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Monday night, a little bit after 7 o'clock. What's going on tonight? Welcome once again to the one and the only. This is the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live right now on the NGBN.TV network. It is being seen and heard live right now as we speak on the Big Time Show Facebook and YouTube page. It's being seen on Twitch live right now. It is being seen live on Instagram as we speak. It's being seen wherever you can get me. I'm there. I'm just about there. Welcome everybody to the show. It's good to have you on tonight. A lot of great sports is on right now. The incredible Elite Eight matchup of the women's Iowa basketball team and the LSU Tigers is on right now. I believe that this may be one of the most watched games, pro and even in WNBA. When you think about this, Caitlin Clark is she is unbelievable, and she may be the first millionaire lady that will be playing professional basketball. She deserves it, and she should get it. But that's not what you're here for. I just had to throw that in. Later tonight, the rest of it is going on. I see people coming in the building. I hope that you guys will share as you come in. I hope that you would give it to as many Cowboy lovers and haters as you can, because one thing about it, Dallas Cowboy fans love talking about the Cowboys, and then of course the haters love talking about the Cowboys. So, I mean, it's a win-win situation. I mean, it ain't no question about that. They love talking Cowboy talk. It is one of the most fascinating, items of topic anywhere in sports. The ESPN lead off with it. Fox lead off with it. I even heard Sesame Street lead off with it. I mean, I'm serious. Electric Company has a stake and an interest in the Dallas Cowboys. You don't believe me? The Avengers, He-Man. Yep, let's show my age there. When I say He-Man, y'all, I'm 51, y'all. Y'all little young kids, y'all don't know what's going on. What's going on? Look, everybody has an interest in the Cowboys. Nobody ain't talking about nothing. It ain't nobody talking about anything. They just, every day, it's the Cowboys. Cowboys. Why? Why not this? Why not that? I'm like, is there another 31 other teams in the league? The answer to that, obviously, is no, because they need their ratings. So, of course, when you need your ratings, you bring up the one and only, the Dallas Cowboys. It's just not, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. Big Bird on Sesame Street ain't got no reason to talk about the Cowboys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, look, don't blame. I don't know. Look, everybody want to talk about the Cowboys. I got haters in here right now. I just saw a couple names. They want to talk about the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying? Just look up the list. Just look. I ain't gonna even call the name because I ain't gonna give them the benefit. They're in here. Why give my brother Dylan one? Dylan is in the building. He's the Eagle fan. He in here. AC is in here. AC of AC Sports, my brother at the NGBN.TV network. He's in here. He's an Eagle fan. Rubio, the great Rubio, is in the building. He's not a Cowboy fan, but he's in here. Do you see what I'm saying? And these are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? These are my people that I'm working with in the network. They're coming in here not to troll. They're not. They don't like the Cowboys either. Just like I don't like the Philadelphia Eagles. But they're in here to support me. I appreciate it. But at the same time, because we're brothers, they want to hit me in the stomach just a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? That's the when you got the hate in your blood, you can't hide it. Boy, I feel like preaching. I feel like I'm preaching already. Well, I feel like I'm preaching. Lord have mercy. I feel like I'm preaching in the church already. I'm just saying. I feel like it. But we're here tonight. We're here to talk about the Cowboys. We're here to celebrate life. Yeah, life. You're looking at me and I'm looking at you, which means we are breathing, which means God has given us another day, another chance of purpose to look at each other and live. We're living, man. We're living. So this show is not about, hate and all that. We're here to give our opinions. We're here to just talk. We're here in rehab because I still need help. Y'all understand me? I'm so much of help. I came geared up tonight like I'm getting ready to go to the game. I'm messed up tonight. And I just can't throw it away. I can't. I'm gonna put it down now because I'm hot. It's hot, I'm just saying. If you catch me in Texas State, in Jerry World, I'll be dressed down. I did this for y'all, but I got to sacrifice that because I'm hot right now. Shoot, I can't do it. I can't. Let me share. I'm sharing to all groups. Let's start this party all right, y'all. Let's start this party all right. I need you, for those that are in here, I need you to like everybody. Everybody that's in here. If you're even on Instagram, if you're on Twitter tonight, wherever you are, I need everybody to hit the heart button or the like button, whichever one you want to do. After everybody's here, let's start the party off right. Everybody give me at least 20. 20. It ain't going to take you long like that. Smash it. Y'all know what to do. Smash it. Yeah, if y'all would do that with me, I would be incredibly appreciative of your sacrifice, of your thumb getting just a little sore. I appreciate that. Go ahead and hit it for me real quick. I'm sharing right now to a couple groups, and then I promise you I'll get to what we're talking about. While I'm talking about, let me talk about this incredible network that I'm working with. The NGBN.TV network can be, it is taking the country and even parts of the world by storm because of the initiative that we are attacking. And when I say attack, I literally mean attacking. There's a problem. There is a gigantic problem that is in the world, and that is suicide. Where people, as you know, I don't have to define suicide to you, they are literally giving up. And there's something that we can do. There's something. It's something that we can do. Doing nothing, this network has decided, is not an option. Doing absolutely nothing. That's not even on the menu. We got to do something. So what has been formed is a network that has a variety of people that have shows that have all come together under one banner, and that is saving lives. Saving lives. That's what it is. And so we got all type of shows. We got fitness shows. We got inspiration shows. We got motivation shows. We got shows like mine, sports shows. We got religious shows. A show like mine again, seeking clearer thoughts, where we tap into the spiritual side. I mean, we got doctors who are doing shows on here on health, and we got things. We got just talk it out. The great Rubio, if he's still here, Rubio has a great show that is talking about everything from politics, whatever Rubio thinking about. Rubio gonna talk it out, and what he's doing, he's going on, and he is. I mean, whatever from Joe Biden to Donald Trump. I'm just giving you a range of what he does. He's talking personal stories. I mean, every type of show you possibly can want. We got racing shows. We got I'm serious, just anything. This network covers it. And so we are on the attack of trying to save lives, men's lives in particular, between the ages of 40 and 60. That is the entire goal. If our shows can make a difference, will just keep somebody here. I'm serious. The suicide rate is incredible. Most of you already know it. All you got to do is look it up. The mental health department. This is crucial. It's a death even without a death, physical death. Once the mental mind is distorted, it's nothing but depression that can come. And so it's stuff that's going on, man, that you and I, it's just unbelievable. And I got people in here. Craig, here's Craig Lawker. Look at this comment here. This is my brother who's come in, who's faithful to the show. Look what Craig's. Look what Craig just said here. I'm going to highlight that, man. Look what Craig just said. He said he attempted it years ago, suicide. Years ago. It's very scary, he said. Then he just put down. He said, and see, to get to the point where he is now, it's good. You know, he can testify. Well, I ain't trying to come to church, but I'm a preacher, so y'all got to forgive me. Before I talk Cowboys, talking serious business here. Listen, this is what it's all about. I was here, now I'm here. Now I can talk about it. This is what Craig brings up. This is the network, what the network is all about. Trying to transfer from somebody from here to bring them to here. And y'all, let me be symbolic when I say here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We need to do something. That's what I'm here for. Not worried about no numbers. I got numbers. Could care less. But if I can get somebody to look at me, and I'm live on NGB and I don't know who's there. I mean, I don't know if they're there. Listen, if I can get somebody to just say, who is this bald head dude that's talking Cowboys? I kind of like what he's saying. When he come on? When does he come on? I want to see him again. Well, guess what? If I can get them just to say that means, you know what that means? That means they stay here. Then it's my job to entertain. It's my job to educate. It's my job to keep them interested. You see what I'm saying? That's what I do. It's my job to tell them, hey, I got another show, Seeking Clear Thoughts, that will deal, we deal with all this type of stuff. But this ain't what we're here for tonight. Thank y'all for that. NGBN.TV network is simply outstanding. I'm grateful to be a part of it. I have a commercial about that later on. Now, let's get to what we came here to talk about. Because see, I done wasted y'all gonna leave me if I don't start talking about Cowboys. Let me say hello to Chris Custom Bracelets on Instagram, and Tamika, my high school classmate. Appreciate y'all on here. All right, let's talk. And I appreciate it. Let me speak to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm going. Freight Train, what's up? Rubio, if you still here, what's going on? My brother, I already spoke to Dylan. Eastside Harold, the hater, is here. Terry, what's going on? AC, I already spoke to you. Roy TX, what's going on, man? B-Bird in the building. What's up, man? One of the legends. B-Bird in the building. When B-Bird come, I gotta be on my A game, because he gonna talk bad about me if I don't be on my A game. So he just brought it up. Craig says mental health is so important. To God's honest truth. Craig says this. And see, when I see stuff like this, you see what Craig said. Y'all see this? See, this is why I'm here. You see that, y'all? Craig says, I suffer with depression every day. Y'all see that? So we got to help him. Look, encourage Craig. Everybody here that's watching this, I know we're gonna talk Cowboys, I promise you. But right now, everybody encourage Craig. I've started off. Craig, you great, man. Because you keep living, you keep talking through it. You keep fighting. You're great. I love it. And he says, all right. Look at this. Craig says, right. And I help people with depression now. What better person to help people than a person that's been there? Come on, y'all. Y'all, come on now. Y'all encourage Craig now. Y'all encourage Craig. I love that. Roy TX, there it is. Yeah. Kid Cowboy in the building. That's right, Voodoo Dog. Survivor, warrior. That's what Craig is. I love it. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, Kid Cowboy said my father had PSTD, but it wasn't known back then. Exactly. My grandfather was in World War II. Of course, he's gone on to be with the Lord, of course. But he's there. I had family members in Nam. I had a few family members in the Persian War. I was not in the war, but I was in the service as well. So it's hey, we just need help. You see what I'm saying? We just need help. See what I'm saying? We need help. We just need help. Sugar Daddy, I see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. Y'all need to go ahead and share this. Appreciate y'all, man. Craig, we got you, brother. Let's talk Cowboys now. Let's talk Cowboys. Here's what I want to talk about, y'all. I'm gonna pick back up on Dak, because that just seems to be a never-ending hotbed. Dak is a lightning rod for the whole NFL and especially Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna pick back up on him, but I want to start it off. Yeah, kid, I understand, man. See, you just never know. You see what I'm saying, y'all? I hate to keep going back to this, but I guess I started something, so I got to go to this. Look at all these guys talking about this stuff. You see what I'm saying? See, sometimes you just need a avenue or an outlet just to talk about it. And when you start talking about it, maybe you will find other people that are going through the same exact thing that you went through or are currently going through. And when that happens, that's where we can draw strength from each other. That's where we can get help, because maybe you're a little bit further advanced than I am as far as where you're at now while you're going through it. I hope I just made sense what I just said there. And maybe you can tell me how, or help somebody how, to show them how they can get to the point where you are. It may come right here on the Big Time Show. I'm gaining strength just watching y'all talk right here. I haven't been where you've been. I haven't been depressed. I haven't wanted to take my life. I haven't done that. But y'all blessing me right now. Seriously. I'm looking at y'all talk. Y'all blessing me. I'm just an outsider looking in. I love this. This is what it's all about. Helping each other, man. All right, let me get to the Cowboys for y'all. Make me. Boy, whew. This thing gonna turn spiritual in a minute now. Just let me be now. All right. I want to talk about Ezekiel Elliott, because there seems to be in Cowboy land, we haven't heard it. We've heard that the only thing that we've heard is there's possible mutual interest. That's all we heard. No, Voodoo Dog, it ain't Danny White. This Parsons jersey, but I see why he said that. It's possible interest, mutual interest in the possibility, Jake the Snake in the building. Oh my God! I got a legend in Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake in the building. What's up, man? Yeah, man. What's up, Jake? I'm just glad to see you, my bro. I'm glad to see you, man. Jake the Snake in the building. Great podcasting himself. I don't mind plugging other people's shows. Jake, put your show in so the people can come follow you. You talking about somebody that got some knowledge just about everything. Look, I'm scared to do a show with Jake. Jake would embarrass me. His knowledge is just, he's sickening. I might bring him on the show one day if you don't. Jake, you gotta come on one day so y'all can show y'all what I'm talking about. Man, this dude is incredible. I'm serious. Put your show in, Jake, so y'all can go, so they can come to you. I don't mind doing it. I believe in helping people. So it ain't no big deal to me. Let me just say this about Zeke. I got a few things to say. And some of y'all ain't gonna like it, because some of y'all, y'all have your mind made up. There it is, Jake. Do y'all see that link there? I'll put it up there for you. Click on that right there. It's in your link. Click on it. Just follow his show. He's a bad boy. Jake the Snake. I'm telling you now. All right. This is what I want to tell y'all. It's time out. I'm going to go and hit the home run early. It's time out for the feel-good stories. Now, this is my opinion. Your opinion may be different. And I welcome that. I welcome that. It's time out for the feel-good stories. So I'll just go ahead and say it. Bringing it, from my perspective, bringing Ezekiel Elliott back to the Dallas Cowboys would be nothing more than just a feel-good story. I'm sorry. Here's the reason why I'm saying that. I got something to say about it. This ain't gonna leave you like that. We done seen the movie before. Right? Y'all forget? Some of the same folks that was saying, when Zeke was here, they're saying, the folks that are saying bring Zeke back. These are the same folks that a lot of people were saying get Pollard in the game. Because Pollard was majorly productive. Zeke, because of the lack of great play calling, they just thought he was just a goddamn bowling ball. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Have y'all forgot? Zeke up the middle. That's the kind of game, that's what they did for Pollard last year. Pollard up the middle. Zeke, 2 yards. Zeke, 1.5 yards. Get the ball to Zeke again. 2nd down and 8. Get the ball to him again. It is now 3rd and 7 because Zeke got 1 yard. This is what we saw. Y'all. Now, a lot of you are going to say, but he had 12 touchdowns. That part, I agree with you. Because Zeke had 12 touchdowns inside the goal line. From 5 yards in, Zeke put it in the end zone. I ain't going to knock you for that. I'd be stupid to say that. I'd be stupid to say he was not beneficial. He had 12 touchdowns. That is a role that can be played. I'm not knocking that. I thought he was outstanding. I thought that the goal line was we didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have no problem with it. But for everybody to act like that the treading on the tires has not went down, y'all, what have y'all forgot? Now, here's the thing that I will say about Zeke, if this is the case now. Listen to me and listen to me good. Because at the same time, if you bring Zeke back right now, he's the best running back on the roster. There ain't no question about that. I give you that. But they ain't saying nothing. Not to me. If you bring Zeke back, he is the best back on the roster if you sign him today. Right now. But here's the mistake with this feel-good story that will mess everything up. If you bringing him back to be the number one running back, that's a no, sir. I got a $5 super chat. B-Bird, I see you, bro. $5 super chat says they're trying to give the fans a cheap option to make them feel good. Exactly. It's a feel-good story. Zeke is what he is, old, and watch the running back don't fall for a Cowboy fan. Listen, I told you. It's a feel-good story. Sugar Daddy with the most important one. Here it is. Well, it's not the most important, but a very key statement right here by Sugar Daddy. And we're already paying them $6 million for dead cap money. I guess you're saying since we paying them, we'll throw an extra $1 million on it and bring them on back or whatever. So, you know, if you're looking at it like, well, you're paying them anyway, you might as well put them in uniform. Look, if you want to bring them back, Zeke would be an excellent, listen to me, he would be an excellent number 2 back. Excellent. Change the pace back, hammer, still can, make a few plays. He can block, as somebody said earlier. He knows offense. And I'll be fair to Zeke. When he was here, even though he was running into the middle nonstop, they were play calling too with Kellen Moore. Even though he was, wasn't busting nothing long or whatever, you could tell he lost a step and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. He still, however, I'll give him his credit. He still, however, ran for over 1,000 yards. Even with that running up the middle stuff. We're going to tell the story. Let's tell the whole story. He still got over 1,000 yards. He did run for 12 touchdowns in the season. That's production. He was known as kind of like a later in the year Jerome Bettis type running back. When they turned the number 1 duties over to everybody, I give him his credit. That's production. I don't mind Zeke coming back just as long as you put him in the proper role. See, and you got to bring him back for the right reasons. Right now, I just believe you're bringing him back just to make the Cowboy fans feel good because they just done destroyed the Cowboy fan base with this offseason. I don't care what they're saying. If they rebuild it, even though they rebuild it, Cowboy fans are still, majority are hot. Because to me, like I said before the season started or the off season started, I had said, listen, we've been 12-5 for the last 3 years. Common sense tells me you don't need but 1 or 2 players to get you over the hump. Since we're having a problem with the hump, get folks there that can get you over the hump. They chose, of course, not to do that. That's their preference. That's their money. I get it. That's fine. They chose, of course, this year to go the opposite route and say, hey, look, well, to us, and I said it, I believe they're rebuilding. If that's the route they choose, at some point, we were going to have to do it anyway. I get it. I ain't got no problem with it. Don't try to sell me telling me that we are really trying to really go after the Super Bowl when it's obvious that you're not. That's the only thing I'm saying. So I ain't got no problem with you saying we're rebuilding. Just don't try to sell me that you trying to, do all that. I don't get it. So if the fan base is upset, what better way to get the fans to cheer than get the fan base excited? Because it would be some excitement if Ezekiel Elliott signs with the Dallas Cowboys. It would be. A beloved son, if you want to say that, a beloved Cowboy, will be coming back home. A lot of folks say he shouldn't have left anyway. I get it. But make no mistake about it, y'all. Now, I'm sorry. I love Zeke too. I loved him. I loved him. I love Zeke. Loved his attitude. Loved the way he ran the ball. Love his swagger. Love his attitude. Love his leadership. You can't badmouth him. I just want him to be brought back if that's what the case is going to be. Make sure you put him in the right role. He's not a number one running back anymore. No, he's not. He's not. He would be the number one running back, on this team as it is constructed right now. But that's not good. He's injury prone now. Let's be honest. He's very injury prone now. You can't depend on him for like that. His body is taking a beating. His body's been taking a beating since high school. It just done finally caught up with him. That's all. At Ohio State, his body took a beating. At Dallas, his body took a beating. There's only so many major hits. And I mean, he's a physical running back. Your body can't take all that all these years. You think you're going to be the same guy? Of course he's lost a step. Of course. He's a physical dude. And it is a role for that. But let's make no mistake about it, y'all. And see, y'all so loyal to Zeke that you're ignoring the obvious. See, there are better options. There is a better option. Let me just say one. There is a better option if you want to bring folks in, and that's Dalvin Cook. He's still in his 20s. He still got fresh legs because he ain't played with the Jets last year. He still got the speed. He still is a pass protector. He's an every down back. He still can roll. He still can get out. He still can go crazy. He is a better option at this point in his career than Ezekiel Elliott. Somebody look up for me real quick. How old is Dalvin Cook? Then somebody tell me how old is Ezekiel Elliott. See, folks got to go on, get out of there. Folks looking thinking Ezekiel Elliott. No, sir, no, ma'am. He is not the guy that we drafted fourth in the pick. He's not. He's not. And you got to start looking at him as he is and give a proper evaluation of where he is today. And then you got to go ahead and say, okay, we can deal with him. But he ain't no number one running back no more. He's not. J.K. Dobbins, Craig, is coming off an Achilles injury. He's injury prone. The Cowboys specialize in getting old players, injured players, not old players, injured players, and then try to make a miracle out of the stuff. Let's stop this. Got another super chat. B-Bird. Fans stay reminiscing. Cooks is a way better option. Yeah, I mean, this is what you got to stop looking at some of these people like we looked at them, like Ezekiel, like he was the bride at a wedding when we first drafted him. No, he's not that dude. He's not that dude anymore. He, at this point, he was a backup running back for the New England Patriots. The way, everybody said, well, really not. He was, it's everybody run by committee now. Okay, if you want to go that route, I'll play with you. Okay, he was the second option on the running back committee. He was not the first. It was Rashad Stevenson. I'm sorry if I mispronounced his first name. Stevenson. That was the first option. Zeke was the second guy. You see what I'm saying? You got, once you look at it as it is, and y'all ain't looked it up, so I'm going to have to look it up. Let me see how old Ezekiel Elliott is. And forget how old he is, because when I look it up, he's going to be young, in age-wise. But football-wise, Ezekiel Elliott his body is not, he's 28 years old, which is young. but his body ain't don't feel like 28. We've seen 28 years old still cook. All right, Dalvin Cook is 28 years old. I agree with you, kid Cowboy. I believe that Zeke can. I don't have. Look, I'm gonna make myself very clear. I don't have a problem with Ezekiel Elliott actually coming back. I just don't want him to be the number one running back. Because I've seen that movie in the last couple of years. I already know what he's going to do. And most importantly, I know what he's not going to do. You bring Ezekiel Elliott back because we seen this with Kellen Moore. We saw this with Mike McCarthy. You bring Ezekiel Elliott back. You think you mad about Dak Prescott right now? You are going to see Dak Prescott throw the ball dang near 45 times a game if you bring Zeke back. Because Zeke not going to get you 100 yards. They don't run the ball enough to do 100 yards a game unless he breaks some. You know what I'm saying? Zeke Elliott was at the point for the last couple of years, y'all. So y'all don't want to be honest. It's just the truth. Ezekiel Elliott was getting the ball probably averaging 12 to 14 times a game. That ain't... Well, that's not what you want when you say, hey, we're going to be a running football team. Now one of your lead back only getting 13 carries a game. Stop it. And your second guy was getting the ball only 4 times. Between two guys, we running the ball consistently 20 times a game. That go with even Pollard. Stop it. We done seen this movie before. If you gonna go with both of them are 28 years old, who's more dangerous? Dalvin Cook or Ezekiel Elliott? I got the same player. Y'all saying Zeke can block? Guess what? Dalvin Cook can block. You saying Zeke is good on third down? Guess what? Dalvin Cook has always been good on third down. Who has the juice? Dalvin Cook. Who's more capable of busting a big play? Dalvin Cook. I'm just telling the truth. And Dalvin Cook would be cheap. Hello. Dalvin Cook would be cheap. Who's more injury prone? And Cook is injury prone too. So I'm not going to act like he the healthiest guy in the world, but he got fresh legs because the Jets said Hall was their guy. Bryce Hall was their running back. He was the guy. Cook didn't play hardly last year. Cook is on fresh legs, and somebody just put it in. B-Bird. Thank you, B-Bird. Here's what you need to know right here. Look. That's the truth. All you got to do is look it up. There it is. Zeke has 700 more carries than Cook. They're the same age. It's just no question who the better player at this point in their career. At this point, it's Dalvin Cook. And there are rumors talking about both of them are interested in coming to Dallas. I don't want that either. I don't want both of them. Cause let me tell you this. I'm not sure even if you brought both of them here that Dak Prescott gonna throw the ball at least 35 times a game. I'm still not even sure about that. Because we're not a running football team. We're not. They will bring Dalvin Cook here and have Cook trying to treat him, like a scat back or something. He'll be more of a third down, passing down running back. Instead of giving him the ball. Zeke come here, you already know if it happens. Zeke up the middle. You know it's going to go down. Because he ain't quick enough to get outside no more. I'm just saying. He's tough. Love Zeke. Tough dude. Tough. Love him. But sooner or later, we got to come to a reality. And fans got to get out this field. Y'all sound like y'all did when there was a dilemma on bringing Dez Bryant back. when we knew Dez was not the same guy. But you wanted the feel-good story. We got Dez. And Dez was having a hard time beating single coverage in the last couple of years. They were going one-on-one with Dez. And early in his career, nobody would dare go one-on-one with Dez Bryant. That's how much all the injuries had took place. They were running one-on-one with Dez Bryant. They ain't cared nothing about him jumping up there. He couldn't jump no more. He couldn't separate anymore. But we wanted Dez back. Folks were mad because we let Dez go. Mad. Super mad. See, y'all, we got to get out this honeymoon stage. That look, they're not the people. They came down the proverbial aisle with the wedding dress on. They not newlyweds. They senior citizens now. We don't need no more senior citizens. Make up your mind. If you want to go young and rebuild, go young and rebuild. We don't need no roster spot taken up just because you want to satisfy the fan base. Go on, get you a couple running backs out the draft. Exactly. Held on to Jason Witten too long. Purposely holding back them tight ends that can play. Just because Jason Witten said, I'm saying, Jason Witten would tell them when he going in the game. We don't need that stuff no more, man. If you want to rebuild, let's rebuild. You set up the running back room for a rebuild. The truth be told, you done stripped it all down. Look at the running back room. Rico, Deuce, Lemke, Malik Davis. Come on now, no starters nowhere. No, all backup running backs. That's all you set it up for a draft pick to come in and immediately start dancing on the dance floor. They set up the running back room. It's so bad that an Ezekiel Elliott, if we sign him, would be the number one running back. They just stripped the running back room down. They stripped it down. They stripped it down. So if Ezekiel coming here, he the man. And if he the man, then, God, stop it. Stop it. You give him Dalvin Cook, guess what? I'm not saying we NFC East, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm not saying we're going to be bad. But I am saying that if you give me Dalvin Cook on this team, we're a little bit more dangerous. It's common sense to me. And he's cheap. That's a standard for Steven Jones. He's cheap and he's young. He's 28. He got fresh legs. He can carry the load. I don't get it. I don't want the feel-good story. The feel-good story ain't gonna get me nowhere. I agree. I see some of y'all. I see it. Yeah, it's just the truth. The problem with what it is that when we say Zeke, he's so beloved, he's so revered in this part, in Dallas Cowboy land, that we just can't. It's like you looking at somebody walking off the cliff, but you don't want to say they're walking off the cliff. You want to act like they're walking on straight concrete, and they're going downhill. Well, why we want to bring that back in? We seen that movie. We seen Zeke at his best, and that ain't get us nowhere. I love him. I don't want y'all to think I'm lying, but you think I'm against Zeke. I love Zeke, but at this point, it is what it is. Another super chat. 2023 running back class was the best. They dropped the ball. Well, exactly, B-Bird. Exactly. And at this point, we all in here together talking. Everybody hit that like button for me real quick. Everybody hit it. Give me about 20 more. Everybody. If you don't mind, wherever you're watching me from, hit that like button. I would appreciate it. Listen, you just don't see if you sign Zeke. I'm questioning. I'm really questioning Jerry and Dan for real. Because I don't see the benefit. I'm not saying it won't be, completely disaster, but I mean, I'm questioning because you will be signing from my view, which is just an opinion. I believe you just signed it for the fan base. Because you done messed up so bad, or the way you're doing things now everybody mad. You got to do something to shut their mouth. And a lot of folks gonna fall for it. I'm not. I ain't falling for it. Now, if y'all want to find out the draft and some of the, whose draft board is this and whose draft, I got plenty of brothers that are doing just that. You want to find out the latest on who the best guard in the draft is and what, I got plenty. I can recommend you to a few of those podcasts, and I promise you, I ain't got no problem. But on this show here, I'm after the Jones. I'm after the Jones. I'm after the Jones. Steven and Jerry. That's what my show is about. That's for now. That's what it's about. I can talk about some of the guys that's in the draft. I'm knowledgeable about a nice portion of them. I just choose not to talk about it because with the Cowboys, what they've shown me is that even though you may draft some of these folks, they're battling for special teams and practice squad positions. We're gonna get hyped in a few more weeks talking about the draft. We're gonna get hyped about, okay, in the 4th round, we got this guy. And they were all Americans in college, and they were first team all Americans, but they barely on the practice squad. They ain't dressing. A la Deuce Vaughn. They ain't dressing for the year. They'll show out in preseason, but they ain't gonna be on the field. Because the Cowboys are loyal to the players. They're loyal to their guys. That's what we do. And then the guys that finally that come out, that are first round picks, and they do get to play, Mozzie Smith. We all know how that turned out this year. I can't get hyped about the draft. I can't. Deuce Vaughn, love his heart. Love his ability. But this ain't the Big 12 conference. See, that's what nobody want to say. So y'all got hype about him in preseason. Man, Deuce, woo-wee. Y'all forgot he was playing against guys that's sacking groceries at their local Kroger's. Y'all forgot about that. They were changing all that Jiffy Lube. They ain't even playing the league. Y'all getting hype because he made a spin move, look like Madden 24. Y'all got hype over there. Deuce Vaughn every week was in a jogging suit. Stop it. Deuce Vaughn he didn't dress for the majority of the games, and y'all know it. See what I'm saying? I don't get hype about the guy. Now, I will get hype about this one because I really believe that the first pick at 24, unless we do something, trade up or trade out, whatever, if we are picking at 24, I believe with all my heart that we're going to get a left tackle. And he will get thrown, whoever that left tackle is, will get, because I believe they're going to keep Tyler Smith at guard. I believe that they're going to go ahead and get a left tackle, and there's going to be a few of them there. I believe that he will get thrown into the frying pan immediately. Now after that, I don't know who started. I mean, are they gonna play? Are they gonna play? I mean, seriously. The Cowboys are loyal. They're loyal to their guys. And watch this. And this was part that's killing me. They're loyal to their system and the way that they do things. They are loyal to it. They're loyal to their guys. I'm just saying. So that's what I got to say about Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I'm going to say it again. If he comes in, if there's really an interest there, if there really is an interest there, I do not mind Ezekiel Elliott being a number 2 running back. If you give me Ezekiel Elliott, I already know you're going to have to give me another running back. And please don't tell me that no, we don't need another running back. Because if we get Ezekiel Elliott, we got Rico. So you trying to tell me that Ezekiel Elliott and Rico are your number 1 and number 2 punch? Does that scare you? Seriously, does that scare you? I'm not saying they can't be productive. I'm just saying, does a defensive coordinator at this point have sleepless nights preparing for Ezekiel Elliott and Rico Dowdle? Come on now. Come on now. So y'all don't want to tell the truth. I'm going to tell it. I ain't saying that they can't be productive. I'm just saying it don't scare you. It does not. If the way I look at it is, if you bring Zeke Elliott back, you draft another running back. It will only make sense. And then you got to get rid of one of these guys you've been holding on to. Since Malik Davis stay in the doghouse, maybe it's Malik Davis. See, the feel-good story. Guess what, y'all? The truth of the matter is this. The Deuce Vaughn drafted was a feel-good story. Y'all all saw why. Y'all know what it was. Y'all know y'all saw his daddy sitting right there and crying on the phone and say, hey, you want to come to work with me on Monday? And everybody just loved it. Everybody just went cuckoo crazy over it. The truth of the matter is, Deuce Vaughn was a feel-good pick. You wasted, because Deuce, I'm not saying Deuce, and y'all don't get it wrong, I'm not saying Deuce don't have ability, but Deuce spent more time in jogging suits last year than he did in a football uniform. And when he was in a football uniform, did you really see him on the field, y'all? Hello? Stop it. It was a feel-good story. We ain't got time for feel-good stories. I'm sorry. Zeke Elliott will be a feel-good story. Plus, if you use him right, it could very well be productive. It could. I'm not denying the 12 touchdowns he had last time he was here. From inside the red zone. I'm not knocking him. That's production. If you got a running back that you know for sure is gonna bang it in from the 2-yard line in, that's something worth having. That's a good role to play. I'm not knocking him. Just have him in his role. Don't have him as number 1 running back. Like you trying to establish the running game. You ain't establishing nothing with Zeke at this point in his career. You're not. Give me Dalvin Cook. Give me Cook. And if you ain't giving me Cook, go on into the draft and get you one of these young boys that you're going to have for 4 years or 5 years before you have to pay him. And you ain't going to pay him then, but you get 5 years worth of work for cheap. Rather than come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Sooner or later we got to call it what it is now. This ain't, I don't know. Maybe they want to waste time. Maybe they want to waste time. Yeah, that's another Schoonmaker. What Schoonmaker will hurt, and I love Schoonmaker. He's from my favorite team, Michigan. I mean, hello. No, I can't say that, Shane. He couldn't block. They gonna run over him. He couldn't block nobody. Shane. Shane says I'm barking up the wrong tree about Deuce. It wasn't his fault on the field. That's all you lamed up, Coach McCarthy. No, Deuce couldn't block. He's too small. He's too small for pass protection. When he came in on third down, he automatically trying to get on the route. Sometimes you got to stay in and block. He can't block. Then when he played, when you ain't playing against the guys that worked at Jiffy Lube like you did in the preseason, you playing against the guys and he couldn't do nothing. It don't take away his skill set. I give him credit, but it was a feel-good story. Deuce will have a good preseason this preseason. Deuce will. Trey Lance. We'll see. But he's going to get plenty of opportunity in the preseason. We're going to find out. I just don't want the feel-good story. That's what I feel it would be. If you're talking about bringing Zeke back, that's what I feel. You may feel different. And I get it. And like I said, exactly, Sugar Daddy. Jalen Smith, another one. See, this is what we do. This is what we do. We ain't got time for that. That's a roster spot. Go get me a better player, man. If you and it's better, watch this. It's better, cheaper players. Since we like to be so cheap, it's better, cheaper players than some of the options that they're picking. Or possibly picking. There's better options for the same price. What's up, Con, man? I see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. Dalvin Cook, I don't care what y'all say. And ain't nobody disagreed with me yet. Dalvin Cook, at this point in his career, is better than Ezekiel Elliott, and they're going to cost just about the same. 700 fewer carries than Ezekiel Elliott, still has plenty of juice, still can get up, still can do major damage. That's who we. That makes sense to me. Other than making Dak happy, the Cowboys don't care nothing about Dak being happy. Please, we're gonna bring him in for Dak. Dak feels more comfortable with Zeke. Wouldn't have to explain anything. He knows the offense. He knows Zeke knows the offense, and he can come right in and get right in the fire. He can do that, and it would make Dak feel so much better. It would make, yes, William, Miles is out 4 to 6 months, exactly. Make Dak feel so much better, and we can, he would be a benefit, great in the locker room now. So is Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook can pick up offense. Smart man. Smart man. The only thing Dalvin got to learn is the language. That's it. Same running play, just different language. He can pick it up. Stop it. You can run anything with Dalvin Cook. Inside, outside. Throw the ball to Dalvin Cook. Zeke at this point is a question. Can he even get to can you run a stretch with Zeke? Come on, y'all. Can you run a stretch play with Zeke? Come on, man. Yeah, let's be honest. Come on, man. Can I run a stretch play with Dalvin Cook? Yes. Can I run inside with Zeke? Yes. Is it going anywhere? I don't know. Can I run inside with Dalvin Cook? Yes. Is it going anywhere? I don't know. Can you pass the ball with Zeke? Yes, because Zeke can catch the ball. But is it going anywhere? Who's more dangerous if you throw the ball? A screen play. Is it Dalvin Cook or Zeke Elliott? I think it's obvious, y'all. I mean, it's just too many check marks for Dalvin Cook rather than Zeke. There is a better option with the same amount of money. Dalvin's going to be cheap. Zeke is gonna be, well, it ain't cheap because you already paying him $6 million. I wish y'all would tell the truth. Y'all know Dalvin Cook is better. Of course, William. I agree. Yes, he is. Seriously dangerous. And again, the only reason why I'm talking about Zeke is because all you done heard is a lot of smoke and there's mutual interest. That has been confirmed. Nothing else has been confirmed. Nobody knows about money. Nobody knows nothing. I'm quite sure Dak is saying something. I'm quite sure the other Cowboy players that are begging for Zeke to come home. I get all that, but I don't care who begging for him. There are better options, even in the free agent pool. Dalvin Cook is one of them. That's who I want. Y'all got to be honest, man. I'm serious. Y'all got to be honest. All right. I hate to see the Cowboys keep making the same steps every single year. It's almost predictable what they're going to do. And a lot of us have not been wrong. We've been right. They are loyal to their folks. They are cheap. I just don't. I don't get it. All right. I chose to talk earlier about the NGBN. And like I said before, for y'all that missed the first 15 minutes, we had a real good time. And I didn't know that wasn't in my notes, but just feeling good about life. Mental health is real. The suicide rate is real. And it's mostly men taking their own life. We got to do something about it. I've joined a network that has made a commitment to do something about it. Just in a couple of days, we're about to train people at least we're attempting to train over 100,000 people at one time virtually on this network, trying to get people certified in saving lives as far as CPR and all this. I mean, just great stuff, man. I mean, I love it. I like a cause that means something. So let me just show you again about the NGBN.TV network, and then I'm gonna go to Dak for about a good 20 minutes. I know y'all don't like it. I know y'all gonna have something to say about Dak again. Y'all watch this real quick, and then we'll come right back.
1 week after launching our exclusive sneak peek, NGBN TV was live for 3 days of continuous coverage from Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas.
NGBN TV is live from Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58.
The one-of-a-kind streaming TV network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s was the conversation for the big game about men's mental health. In the world of athletes, celebrities, and influencers, we're on notice. But we're just getting started with new partnerships announced like the Team Nike 3-on-3 Championship and new platforms available to download the NGBN TV app. So, what are you waiting for? Download the app today from your favorite streaming device or check us out at ngbn.tv. This is NGBN TV.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if y'all saw the video. I could hear it, but I don't know why it didn't show up on there. But you guys have seen it before. It's just a super network that I'm part of. I'm proud to be a part of it. I hope that you guys will help us. Just download the app to your phones or go to your smart TVs and download NGBN.TV to your to your smart TVs and just enjoy it. Just a whole bunch of shows there. My shows, 2 shows are there. Hope that you would do that. Dak Prescott. Last week, or the last show, I said why he should pretty much stay. My whole argument was that if you're going to tell the story about Dak, you got to tell the whole story. You cannot properly assess Dak Prescott by saying what he did in the regular season and ignoring what he did in the postseason. Just as well, you cannot ignore Dak Prescott. Focus in on what he did in the postseason and ignore what he did in the regular season. That's not proper assessment. And then there's another whole factor because of the hatred for Dak Prescott. If you're not going to be fair, then you shouldn't even talk about it at all. For instance, the playoff game. The way that people talk about Dak, it acts as if the defense came to play. And then folks will charge Dak Prescott for the poor defensive effort that they obviously saw. Dak Prescott didn't play linebacker. Dak didn't play safety. He definitely didn't play quarterback. And the defense, at one point in that game, it was 48-16. But if you listen, it's all on Dak. No, the defense was horrible. The Green Bay game against Aaron Rodgers, when they came to Dallas a few years ago. Do you remember that the Cowboys were down 31-3 in the third quarter? Dak didn't play no defense. He down 28. Hello. The defense didn't show up. Before want to act like Dak got 31 points scored on him. No, that's you got to be fair. You got to be fair if you're going to properly assess it. Now, last show, I kind of leaning toward why he should stay. See, I'm going to be fair. Tonight, I'm going to say why he should go. And I ain't talking about the way he's being treated. I'm strictly keeping it on the football field. Let me give you my background. Because if you've been following me for a few years, then you know what I'm getting ready to say. I personally have always said about Dak Prescott that if we get down, see, there is a thing that nobody want to admit to. See, we pick and choose when we want to use the standards. Like, for some people, we'll say the eye test says this, and then for another player, we'll say the stats mean this. See, all of it is mixed together. This is what I've always said, for instance, about Tom Brady. And don't get me wrong, not trying to compare Tom and Dak at all, because there is no comparison. But what I've said about Brady is this. If you score in the fourth quarter and you take the lead on Brady, you better only have maybe about 6, 7, 8 seconds left. Because if you score and you only up with a 1-score lead and it's under 7 points, Brady is going to get you. I said the same thing about Peyton Manning. That's why when people scored and they took the lead, the first thing everybody did, and even the commentators said, but the question is, did we leave too much time on the clock for Brady? Because everybody knew that Brady was going to hurt them. And Lord have mercy, he did it on numerous occasions. That's what made him the legend that he was. At the same time, I say the same scenario about Dak. I know Tom Brady's going to get him. It would shock me if Brady did not kill people at the end. It would shock me. But with Dak, I'm hoping. Y'all see the difference? I know what Brady gonna do. With that, I'm hoping. That right there speaks volumes. And not everybody's not gonna agree with me. I've always said that if Dak Prescott is down by 2 scores in the fourth quarter, where the game actually has to turn into his hands, where in other words, he's lining up in shotgun for the majority of the rest of the game, I've always said, I don't know. I don't know. Because Dak's game is really not built that way. He's not built like that. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying his game is not built for shotgun. You know, it's just not. That's just not him. I've always said it. And the eye test and the record show that, I've been right. I have said that if Dak Prescott is under 1 score in the fourth quarter, he can get you. But the question is, will he? You're hoping. You're on pins and needles. I'm just calling it like it is. Y'all ain't gonna like something, y'all ain't gonna like it, but y'all know it's the truth. With that, we are hoping. We hope he can get to that level. And he has been climbing. He has been climbing. But here's the real truth. He ain't on that level. Now, last show, I gave you the reason why he should stay, but I'm being fair. I'm going to tell you why he should go. You got to stop looking at people like they're a beauty queen. You got to look at them as they are. You know the problem with, this is another whole thing. It's kind of like, why it's hard for people to let go of marriages that have failed? Because there's somebody in the relationship that is looking at their spouse like they did when they got married on their night, instead of looking at them as they really are. And once that person moves and sees them for what they really are, and you take them out the dress, and you take them out of the wedding dress and all of that kind of stuff, and you look at them for saying, hey man, she just cheated on me, or he just cheated on me, and I don't want to be with him, and I don't want to be with her. As long as you're looking at them as the bride that came down the aisle, you'll never see them for what they really are. But once you see them for what they really are, then you can start making proper evaluations. Here's the problem with Cowboy fans when it comes to Dak Prescott. You don't want to be honest. Here's the truth. In games with teams with winning records, Dak Prescott or the team cannot get it done. And there's a mixture. It's not all Dak's fault. It's not all Dak's fault. It's just something about, but when we play the big teams, we fold up like tents. Dak is a part of that. Dak is a part of that. He's made mistakes. He has not made the big play in gigantic big games. He has not. That's the narrative. We've been saying it every year. Everybody say, can he do this in the big game? Can he do this in the playoffs? Well, guess what? The reason why they keep saying that is because it has not happened. It has not happened. And the problem is that the Dallas Cowboy fan base and the 4-letter networks have put expectations on Dak that he definitely does not deserve. You want to put him on that level when he's really never been on that level. And then when he don't perform like that, you want to go ahead and crucify him. Dak has never been on that type of level. He's ascended. He's better than what he was when he was a rookie. No question about that. He has made things happen. He has gotten better every year. There have been too many fourth round quarterbacks that have been as successful as him. It's just not. It's just not. Dak has done first round type work. When you look at his career, he has done first round draft pick type work. Yes. The numbers prove it. The numbers prove it. However, what does your eye test say about that? I understand that it's not all his fault. I've already said that. Defense don't show up. You know, hey, can't blame that. I've said that. But what does your eye test really say about that? After 8 years, watch this. Are you still hoping? Or do you know? There's a few quarterbacks in this league that you know something. As many, watch this, y'all. This is how bad it is. As many interceptions and turnovers that Josh Allen has, Josh Allen, Buffalo quarterback. If Buffalo is down under 7 points and Josh Allen has the ball in his hand, it's something about Josh that you say he gonna get it done. No matter how many interceptions he throws, no matter how many fumbles he had, it's just something about Josh that make you say, yeah, you ain't quitting. You ain't saying watch him mess it up. You ain't saying that. You're giving an excuse for him to say, hey man, he's a gunslinger. That's what gunslingers do. You know, that's what Josh do. He's a gunslinger. He's gonna make mistakes. You'll make excuses for him. Huh? With Dak though, you just watching the TV. You saying, please, oh God, please. Woo, Dak, come on, back. Come on, Dak. Come on. When Brady played, y'all said, man, watch this. Watch Brady get this done. Look, watch this. Go, just watch. 35 seconds left. Oh man, ain't nothing. Watch Brady do this. See the difference? See the difference? When Drew Brees was at his height in New Orleans, you said, oh man, they gave Drew Brees, you gave Drew Brees too much time. You gave Drew Brees too much time. When Peyton Manning had the ball, you said, oh my God, y'all left too much time with Peyton. Like you ain't got no confidence in their defense because you know what Peyton was gonna do. You don't have that same confidence in that. Because you almost, the truth be told, as many folks is defend that. The truth of the matter is you just as nervous because you're not sure. And after 8 years, if you ain't just sure, that ought to tell you something. Boy, y'all don't like what I'm saying. Last week, I told you, when I was with you on Saturday, I said the reason why you should stay. Or I was leaning toward that way. Now I'm being fair. No, where's the saying to be made? You had 8 years. Y'all don't like it? Because see, make it seem like I don't like that. And y'all know I like that. I just tell the truth about it. How many number one offenses in the league did Dak have? How many times did the Cowboys finish out with the number one offense in the league? But at the same time, in fairness to Dak, we may have had the number one offense in the league, but what was the defense at the time? I get that. How many times did Dak put up 30? How many times? How many look, and I'm not talking about the regular season, but even though you got to add it in the playoffs. In the playoffs. How many times did the Cowboys come into the playoff game as the number one offense in the entire league? How many all pros did we have on the offensive line? Zeke Elliott, all pro running back, Pro Bowl running back. Amari Cooper, Pro Bowl wide receiver. Dak Prescott, Pro Bowl quarterback. How many times? 12-5, 3 straight years. 1 divisional round. 1 divisional round matchup. So you got to tell it all. You got to tell it all if you're gonna tell it now. Look, and it's been 8 years. And now 60 possibly resetting the market, possibly $60 million. Now, as much as we complain about the Jones family, as much as we say how cheap they are, as much as we say they don't like paying them, in this case, doesn't it need true evaluation? And saying that, I understand that quarterbacks don't grow on trees. I get that. I get it. And in Cowboy land, once we let go of our pretty good quarterbacks, it takes years, a decade, for us to find another one. Now, with the exception of the Romo Dak deal, we just moved very quickly and didn't really lose a beat. I give you that, but it usually don't happen like that. Well, it does, lately, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, and then, some will say Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, still the jury's still out on that. But I'm just saying it really don't happen like that. Chris said something, but here it is. And this is a perfect sentence. He says, if you give Dak the go-ahead and let him run the game, I believe in Dak getting it done, but they are not going to put the ball in his hands. You know why, Chris? Because they don't believe in him like that. That's why. And if you don't believe in him like that, then you understand maybe why it's a big question mark if he's going to get an extension now. That's the reason why. I couldn't have said it better. You believe it. You believe in Dak like that. But a lot of the fan base don't. I personally don't want it in his hands like that. That's me. Because my eye test says that depending on where we are, depending on who we're playing, I don't want Dak throwing the ball. I've always said I don't want Dak throwing the ball more than 32 times a game. I don't want that. Let Dak cook. I don't want him to cook. I don't want him to cook. I want him to get the ingredients out. I don't even mind Dak seasoning the food. I just don't want him to cook it. I ain't saying you don't know how to cook. I just say I don't want him to be. I don't want him to be the main guy. I don't want him. Because he's not that type of quarterback to me. Dak to me is a very great complementary quarterback where the play action game can work. Dak will destroy anybody if he got a running game. A consistent running game. That's why I wanted Derrick Henry so bad. If you give Dak Derrick Henry, Dak would have a better year than he had this year. And that's even without the major stats that he had. Because Dak is a play action quarterback. They knew that out of Mississippi State. They knew that. Dak would be so effective if he had Derrick Henry. I don't know about Gilmore or Lee. I don't know. This is what we got to admit. You know, you got to tell the truth. I don't want Dak throwing the ball 50 times a game. No, sir. I know a mistake going to come. I ain't saying he's going to throw 500 yards. He's very capable of it. But I don't know. You got to call it like it is, y'all. He's had 8 years. He has. And it ain't all his fault. It's not. It's not. And I ain't trying to imply that. I'm just saying when you look at him as a quarterback, and let me really clear it up. Let me really clear it up. If the Cowboys don't sign him, trust me, there will be about 10 to 11 teams that will. It's no question. If Dak Prescott plays out this year on contract and he becomes an unrestricted free agent, Dak Prescott will get paid somewhere else. The same amount of money that y'all crying about, he will get paid that same amount of money somewhere else. He will be the biggest name free agent out there. Just the truth. There will be no quarterback in the draft or free agent that will be better than Dak Prescott if he hits the free agent market. No quarterback. And teams will line up to take a chance at getting his services for him to come to their city and play. I don't want to tell the truth, but it is the truth. Do I think that the Cowboys should pay him? Yes. I do. Even though I just gave you the truth, even though I just showed you the reason why he should go. But do I think they should pay him? Yes. Yes. I don't know what no Trey Lance can do. Y'all excited about Trey Lance. Trey Lance, and look, Trey Lance couldn't even beat out Sam Darnold. Stop it. He was the third string quarterback in San Francisco. And I value Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan knows what he's looking for. Mike Shanahan knows what guys can do. They gave away Trey Lance. Why do you think that happened? See, that's the part y'all want to talk about. Mike Shanahan is very respected. Very, everybody say he's one of the top 2-3 best coaches in the league. Can't argue with it. 49ers always tough. Everybody know that. Hard out. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't won it. But they been there. Everybody respects Mike Shanahan. Everybody trusts his judgment. Why in the world do you think Trey Lance, who they moved heaven and earth to go get, traded away a whole ransom to move up and go get him? And this man is the third string quarterback. And hurry up and got him out of San Francisco. Gave him away. You gave up 3 picks to move up in the draft to go get him. Then you gave him away for 1 4th round pick. Come on, y'all. Hello. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He couldn't beat out Sam Darnold, a failure with the Jets. Stop it. I thought that Trey Lance had y'all, when he first came here, y'all were saying, oh, Dak better watch out. Dak better watch out. No. Cooper Rush better watch out. Cooper Rush, I thought that Trey Lance had a shot of beating out Cooper Rush. However, in fairness to Trey Lance, you just come in, you learn a whole new system. It takes time. I get it. Cooper Rush already knows the position, knows the team, knows the offense. It's going to be hard for him to beat it. This year here, Trey Lance needs to beat out Cooper Rush to beat the second quarterback. If he don't beat out Cooper Rush this year, y'all need to kind of hold out and start asking why Trey Lance can't get to the, at least second string quarterback. That's what y'all got to do. Trey Lance hasn't played. He's been hurt. He's playing more games in North Dakota State than he has in the NFL. How in the world y'all know what Trey Lance gonna do? Why? Because he athletic? Because he can run? Is that why y'all want him? Running the ball in the NFL since he's fragile, since he's been hurt for his whole career, guess what? Unless you Lamar Jackson or you was Michael Vick, other than that, every other running quarterback has got run down and then got cracked and they injured. Running the ball as a quarterback ain't a guarantee for something. What? He's athletic, okay. He's that. He's got a rocket arm. Every quarterback got a rocket arm. And where are you putting the ball though? Every quarterback got a rocket arm. What is that saying? Jamarcus Russell, number 1 pick, had a rocket arm. Got on his knees and threw the ball 70 yards in the air. Jamarcus Russell was a complete bust. First of all, what a rocket arm. The arm strength. All right. Trey, oh my God, he can run the read option. Yeah. Until he get hit a few times. Then they're going to say, hey, we don't need you running no more. We don't need you running no more. Y'all kill me with y'all qualifications of what a quarterback gonna be. And then you talk about a quarterback in Dak Prescott who is proven. It's proven. But y'all think Trey Lance, give him a chance. Give him a chance. A chance to do what? Give him a chance and then we'll know. Everybody talking about Shedeur Sanders. Do y'all know what got to happen for us? I can't stand it. Because some Cowboy fans really get on the nerves because they not thinking. How in the world are you going to get Shedeur Sanders with a guy like Stephen Jones? Can somebody explain that to me? Number 1, do you know to legitimately get Shedeur Sanders, who's going to be probably a top 3 pick in the draft next year, if not number 1? Do you know what you have to do to get that guy? I mean, you got to lose a whole lot of games. And y'all got Dak Prescott messed up because as much as y'all don't like him, Dak Prescott is not going to only win 3 games this year. You know that. Dak Prescott usually give you 10. Minimum. Unless he's hurt. He's getting you 10 wins. As much as y'all don't like him, Dak Prescott and this team, a Dak Prescott-led team, get you 10 plus wins. If you get 10 wins, get bounced out the first round, you're probably going to be drafted somewhere between 15 and 18. Let's just say, for instance, the Cowboys don't make the playoffs, but they won 10 games. They're going to be drafting probably at 15, 14. How in the world are you going to have to move up to 2 or number 1 or 3 to go get Shedeur Sanders? Do you know how much the Cowboys are going to have to give up to get to that spot? Do you really believe Stephen Jones, as much as they love the draft, do you really believe Stephen Jones is going to make that type of sacrifice? Y'all know better. Would y'all stop that? So then you're counting on saying what Dion said, he gonna play where he want to play on. He's gonna pick the teams like Eli Manning did when the Chargers drafted him. He said that the Manning family said, "Look, we ain't playing in San Diego. We want to play in New York." That's what happened. Guess what? Look, stop it. Dion probably get there, but how in the world do you think that's gonna happen? I'm serious, y'all. Some things you just gotta let go. Do you know what it's gonna take to get a Shedeur Sanders if you're really going to get him? Come on now. Come on. Y'all let that dream go. So then you want to lean on, well, that Trey Lance. Trey can do better than that. Really? Really, y'all? Really? Really? I understand. If you want to go, that's fine. But to insinuate that Trey Lance is already some kind of way on Dak Prescott level, it just shows the venom that you really do have for Dak Prescott. That is not. Trey Lance is not even on Sam Darnold level. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me, but y'all know it's the truth. Y'all just don't like Dak Prescott. And I know it's the truth because when Cooper Rush won them 4-5 games in a row, y'all was saying keep Cooper Rush in the game. Cooper Rush, no, don't let Dak back. Cooper Rush was playing better than Dak. Man was throwing for 120 yards. The defense was just on point. That's the reason why Cooper Rush run. See what I'm saying? See? Y'all was saying keep Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush does a better job than Dak. That's because the game plan was focused on the running game and on defense. They didn't let Cooper Rush throw the ball. They didn't throw the ball. I'm just saying, y'all, Trey Lance can do what Dak does. Really? Can he? Really? Really? 36 touchdowns. 4,000 plus yards. Second in MVP voting. Stop it. And you willing to give that up for a guy that ain't played. Stop it. Stop it. Give him a chance. He's better than Dak. Really? Come on now. That's just the venom that you have for Dak Prescott. That's all. It's not based off facts. It's just based off he's not better than Dak Prescott. That's all I got to say about that. But in fairness to Dak, he had 8 years. And you can't blame the Jones family. You cannot blame the Jones family for being like, yeah. Do I want to invest another 5 years into this? 5-6 years? When I pretty much already know it is what it is? Do I really want to make him the highest paid quarterback in league history? When I already know what it is? Do I really want to do that? Do I? It deserves debate. Anybody saying it don't deserve debate, y'all ain't being honest. It deserves debate. It deserves debate. It does. And I can't blame the Jones. It's a hard decision. Because see, once you locked in, you locked in. You locked in. You gonna commit to this dude and he gonna be your quarterback for the next 5 years or so. Hey, it's a debate. And you can only debate on what you know. So the debate is because of what they've seen. A total evaluation of 8 years. They know. They seen way more than what we seen. And they have decided, as of now, that we ain't quite ready to put this contract in your face. That's true. That's being fair. But I'm not discrediting Dak at all. I just know what he is, and he's a very good quarterback. He's one of the top 6-7 quarterbacks in this league. So I may even change that and say he's a top 5 quarterback. And he's going to get paid. It just ain't going to be with the Dallas Cowboys. That's the way it's looking. He's going to get paid. He's going to get that $60 million. It's going to happen. It just probably won't be with Dallas. And if Trey Lance is the guy, I hope some of y'all are right. That's the only thing I can say. True Cowboy fans say they waiting to see what Trey Lance do in training camp. And the rookie they get in the draft. I can't see him drafting a rookie. They ain't drafting no more quarterbacks. They ain't drafting no. Well, it won't be no first round quarterback. You're right. They may draft one later on, but that ain't gonna be worth talking about. They ain't drafting them, They won't be. I even saw stuff talking about Washington, the quarterback from Washington, Pettis or whatever. I even started seeing something about that. They ain't gonna do that. Because he's gonna go first or second round. You ain't gonna do that. And as far as Trey Lance goes, that's not a proper valuation, true Cowboy fan. Because I fully anticipate Trey Lance to do well in preseason. Look at his competition, who he's gonna be playing with. Most teams are not gonna be playing their starters at all. You're gonna have third and fourth string players that'll be out there. I expect Trey Lance to look well. We won't see Dak Prescott play until week 1. Trey Lance and Cooper Rush will do all the snaps because they don't play in the preseason. So I'm anticipating Trey Lance to do well. I'm anticipating. But I ain't gonna be fooled by it because I know he ain't gonna be playing nobody. Just like I saw Deuce Vaughn clown in the preseason last year. Hardly even got on the field. Because that's what he was going against. Guys that didn't even play in the league. Some of those guys we just learned this weekend are playing in the UFL. Hello. I saw Francis Bernard, who played with the Cowboys for couple years, playing in the UFL. These are the people that are there. So I'm not getting hype about Trey Lance. Man, look, I'll tell you, Dak Prescott better watch out. Trey Lance really went to work on the preseason game. Man, please. I don't count that. Half them guys that are going to be playing in the preseason won't be on the NFL roster at all. They won't be. A lot of them are playing in the UFL right now. Seriously. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know the starters not playing in this. They ain't taking no chance of them guys getting hurt. They're not. It's, again, true. You're right in your analysis, what you're saying. But at the same time, I'm right saying, okay, you're saying it's about how he runs the offense and his decision making. That part, I'll give you the first part, is how well has he grasped the playbook. He had a whole year last year, then he got a whole off season this year. I'm anticipating him looking pretty good with the decision. With running the offense, he should know it by now. Now his decision making is a whole nother different story. That remains to be seen. And even on that note, if it is good decision making, okay, we'll give him credit for that. But please let me know what his competition is. Third and fourth stringers. You got to keep in mind, there's 90 preseason players. 90 on every team. The final cut is going to be after the last preseason game, which is the 4th week of the preseason. Out of those 90, were those the guys that were playing that's going to get cut? See what I'm saying? It's really, the only thing you can evaluate is say, okay, he has good grasp and knowledge on the offense. We'll give him that. But when we start turning the film on, he's a first round quarterback going against fourth stringers. Guess what? Kid Cowboy says, first let me get to Shane. Shane says, I turned the page on Dak this season. We can't turn it because he's going to be with us this season. The San Francisco game done it for me. To me, he gets nervous in monster games, and it just doesn't work out. That's a fair assessment. That's the eye test. Not going to argue with that at all. Kid Cowboy says, he's done. What about his suspension for rape? What has been proven, Kid Cowboy? See, you want to make him guilty from public opinion. The court of public opinion. You know what he did. Here's what we know. The young lady is suing him. And then here's the part that you don't want to admit. Dak Prescott is suing the girl. See? How we know 6th game coming up? What guilty? What What did he do? What did he do? I mean, how you know what he did? What did he do? See, as long as we got that right there, then, he ain't going to have a chance. He's suing the girl for defamation of character. See, that don't get the press like the girl suing him, see, because it is more sexier. It's more sexier. You don't know what you don't know, just like I don't know. We don't know what Dak did. We don't know what happened between them two. Dak say it was consensual. This girl say 6-7 years later that something happened. Did it happen? I don't know. Did he force himself on the girl? I don't know. What I do know is she's suing him. And then because she's suing him, he's suing her. Now common sense ought to tell you this. Dak didn't take the settlement road. Instead, he wants to sue her for messing up his name. That's all we know. See, the court of public opinion, that's unfair. But that's the world we live in now. That's the world we live in now. We don't go off facts. We go off innuendos. Somebody just gets out and say, Dak touched me. Oh, he did it. He did it. Dak, he ain't gonna play. He gonna be out for 6. He ain't gonna play this season. Roger Goodell gonna take him out. Well, I mean, good Lord. Can we at least get it evidence? I mean, can we get it to court first? Can we hear what it said, and then can we do all that before we do before we say he gonna be suspended for 12 games, or he gonna be in the the Goodell's list for the year, won't play? If he's guilty, he's guilty. I'll be the first to say, man, good Lord, Dak, what's wrong with you, son? You just done ruined it all. I'll be the first to say that. But you can't say that now. You can't act as if we know what went on with it. We don't know. We don't know if the young lady is lying, and we don't know if Dak is lying. We don't know. Just the truth. We can't do that. We can't do it. See? I would go there, but I ain't gonna go there. I'll leave that alone. Because I don't want to get there. Alright? So if he's not guilty, then he plays this season. We got him for 1 year, then he walks. If they don't give him an extension, then he walks. Just that simple. We gotta be honest, man. We can't do that. Alright. I got time for one call. Let me put it up there. Well, y'all see it. 901-654-6853. I got time for one call. You gotta be somewhat short. If not, I'll just keep calling and go ahead and close it down. I hate to be unfair like that. But you can do it now. I got about 7 minutes. We're really listening. I tell you what, I ain't gonna do y'all like that because I hate to cut you off. That would be unfair. I promise I'll open up the lines the next show. I promise I will. And I apologize for that. But don't call in because I hate to cut you off because I got the Sports Arena show coming next on the NGBN network. My guy Eric is coming on right after me, and I got to clear the way for him on the NGBN.TV network. So I don't want to do that, and want to make sure. Listen, I'll be with you guys on Saturday. On this Saturday, unless something happens major, I will have a show, whatever. If there's a big signing or whatever, I will come on. But Not, I'll let all this stuff pile up again, and I will be with you on Saturday. But if you want, I do things during the week though. Or if you follow me on my Facebook page, the Big Time Show Facebook page, go to Facebook, just find the Big Time Show and follow it there. I do post and everything else. So I'm just not silent, but I'm just not doing a live show. And you can join me there. It also shows sometime on YouTube. I put it there as well. Just quick thoughts or video or something like that. You guys can keep up with me there. Listen, if you want to contribute to the podcast, I usually don't say this, but there it is, Cash App, the $, the Big Time Show. Also, for you on Facebook, you can use the stars as well. If you're on YouTube, you should know by now, I get the super chats. You can go ahead and hit that super chat button, donate whatever you want. Also, if you want to become a member of the Big Time Show, as far as membership goes, and there's a little slight difference, you do that by using your debit card, or credit card, whatever. I don't ask for much. I'm asking for maybe $2-3 a month, where you can be charged out of your it's a monthly charge. You can do that as well. It's not a requirement, but once you do that, just showing support to the show. Anybody that supports me that way on Facebook, I put you in a group where I talk during the week, and most of the people that are in there, they talk during the week, and I say things on there that you won't even hear me say here on live and on the show. We just talking about. If you want to become a part of that, once you contribute in any type of way, William Keith was just did that, and he's a part of it. William, I don't know if you're on there or not, but you're on my Facebook group. I don't know if you saw that invitation, but you are there. Now you're free to crank it up and talk about whatever you want to talk about. You're there. But once you do that, if whoever else want to join, hey, I would appreciate it. If not, hey, just keep tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it again. Another show. Sooner or later, I got to check how many shows I got. I got to be approaching 900 shows now. I got to be. That's going to be a milestone, too. Man, I'm excited about that. Once I hit that, we're going to celebrate about that. We'll be headed to 1,000. So, God is good. God is blessed. Listen, appreciate all of you guys for hanging with me like you always do. I hope that you tell other people about the show. Share the show. Tell them it's a bald head dude on there that sound like he know what he talking about. Just a little bit. Sound like he know what he talking about. And hope you encourage other Cowboy fans to just come hang with me. We be having fun over here, man. Everybody's opinion counts. Everybody is free on this show. Everybody's pretty much respectable. I haven't had any problems. I don't think I had to block somebody trying to do some sexual type stuff. That's the only people I blocked. I never had to block anybody on here. Try to keep it respectable, and we have fun on this show. And it's only because of you guys that the show is fun. There's no question about that. What did you say, Chris? Chris is in here, my brother Chris. He talking about Mike. What you say? Sorry, Mike isn't a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning coach calling plays for a quarterback. He's been coaching for years, but he didn't know he's a quarterback who needs a run game. Come and be serious a whole lot for why we lost to Green Bay was his fault, and he should have known. I disagree with you, Chris. He is a Super Bowl winning coach. He was a head coach and a coordinator. You can't take away what he got. He got a Super Bowl ring. For 1 year, nobody did it better than him. That's the bottom line. And I understand he had Rodgers and all that, but for 1 year, he got what a lot of coaches don't have. He got a world championship on his resume. I disagree. He may not be a Hall of Fame coach right now, but one thing about him, he wins games and he has won a Super Bowl. So I can't quite agree with you on that one. He won. He did. He won. So you can't take that from him. He won. No doubt. Okay, Coach Bree Love, about to get out of here now. He says, Mike Tomlin, great coach. Great coach. Great coach. And will be a Hall of Fame coach. No doubt about that. And he's my frat brother, too. I just want to throw that in. He's a noob. You understand? Yeah. So, salute to him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm out of here this time. Barry Switzer is a great coach. Great college coach, but he ain't coached long enough in the league to be NFL, but he won, too. No matter what y'all say, he Jimmy Johnson guys. Make no difference. Jimmy Johnson won that whole year. They won the Super Bowl with Switzerland. That count for something. All right, I'm out. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Let's get out of here. This has been the one and the only, the Big Time Show.